Everybody always talks about bigger wheels and bigger tires, but they don't really talk about the day-to-day life with a setup like that. So that's what we're going to get into in this video today. You guys have asked us a ton of awesome questions, and we wanted to answer all those questions in one location instead of just having it all in the comments. So that's what this video is going to be. We're going to get into it.
So we went from the 265/70 18 to this 285/75 17. So we went bigger, but it doesn't rub, and we did that on our last video, but that's not the only question you guys have. The biggest question is, can you fit these 285/75s on a stock Tacoma with no lift? With the stock rim, it's a 7.5 inch wide plus 55. And these methods are 8.5 plus 35. That offset and width matters because if this rim sat any further out, it might rub. But our current setup, it doesn't. Now on your stock rim, you put that same 285/75 on here, it's gonna sit further in that wheel well and it's not gonna rub. So it should fit.
Another big question that everyone has been asking us is, what's our MPG like with the bigger wheels and the bigger tire setup? This is also something that we were wondering as we swapped over what that would look like. And we haven't driven too much. As we said earlier, we've driven about 500 miles with this setup, but we recently did a trip from Oakland to Sacramento and we averaged about 18 MPG. And we can compare that to when we did our cross-country road trip from California to Florida. We averaged about 20 MPG, and that was before we had armor on and all the things. So that's what we're looking at, the bit of the difference. It did take a little bit of a hit, but we're okay with that number.
That's a great number, 2 MPG, and probably a lot of it is also the extra weight from the armor, the bumpers, the skid plates, and all that stuff, the rock sliders. So I think we're chalking it up to a combination, but that's not bad at all.
Yeah. And we have a couple fun trips planned that are a little bit further distance, so we'll get some more data on what the MPG looks like and we'll keep you guys posted. A lot of people have asked us if it has gotten a lot louder in the cab with our knobbier KO3s. And honestly, a lot of people have also warned us, like, you might regret that, it's gonna get loud. But it has not gotten what we would say any noticeably louder than when it was stock. So that is a win. We definitely hear more wind. It's a windy day, so we hear the wind. And we can hear the exhaust more because we got that trail pipe on, but we don't hear any extra noise from the knobbier tires, so that's a win.
One thing that we didn't consider is with the bigger tires and our 2.5 inch and 1 inch lift, that's pretty much settled now with our armor, is that this little bottle jack is not gonna cut it. At max height, it is only 18 inches, and from ground to the bottom of our frame is 15 inches, and that 3 inches is not enough to unload the suspension enough that we can get this tire off. And even if it did, at full extension, I don't know if I trust that. Now, Harbor Freight, those Badland jacks are amazing. We can wheel those things around, but that's more like if you have a garage or you have to carry that big old thing in the bed of the truck. So we're actually looking at maybe another bottle jack that's safer and that could have like a fork or something that will hold the frame in place instead of it slipping right off. But we'll let you guys know what we find. You guys have been asking, what are we gonna be doing about the spare tire? What good is a good emergency jack if we don't have a good spare tire? So our original spare tire is a 265/70 and it kind of sits kind of low already. Imagine if you put a 285 on there, it's going to sit way too low. And with the room in there, I think we may be able to fit a 255/85/17, which is as close to a 34 as possible. It'll be thin and it'll sit up. Now we also only want to do that because we don't want to put our tire in the bed. We want to keep that bed wide open for camping gear or for just like everyday use. We don't want to put a full-size tire back there when we're just getting groceries. And honestly, with these E-rated tires, we're hoping that we'll never need that spare tire, but hey, you never know. Still keep one in there. The 2 points that are gonna actually limit us is this bracket here, which is connected to the frame. And the second limiting factor is the hitch. Now right now I have this loose but it is actually a really close distance. It's a little hard to show on camera, but there's a lot of space right here. And we're kind of thinking if we just shift this tire off center some more, a 34 should fit.
Even with all those trade-offs, we absolutely would do it again. We love our setup, and we totally understand if maybe you're going to be mainly on the pavement and it's your daily driver, why maybe you wouldn't want to do this. But for us who is taking it off-road, we see this as, well, one, it looks so much better, and then two, it really is already better handling off-road on the dirt. And our only thing is that maybe next time for our next build, we would put new wheels and tires on sooner.
Hopefully this video has helped you guys see what a build like this is with 34s. We're really interested to see what kind of builds you guys have. Drop in comments, sizes or wheels, and just build this community out. We're really looking to get this to 10,000 subscribers, and with your help, we can get there pretty fast. So yes, we can.
Thanks for watching.